What up, though? You already know how I go. Smash like, subscribe, comment. I don't care what you comment, as long as you comment. Let me get on this, because quite a few people don't inbox me this, man. Shout out John, I believe it was John or Eric. I forget which one. The last person that sent me something about Terrance Gagster Williams, Birdman brother, snitching on dead people to get out. Him and this back and forth thing with Bossie. I want to comment on that. I'm not saying it's not true. Let me start off with that. Let me start off with this disclaimer. I'm not saying what he's saying is not valid. I am not saying that. Not at all. But I'm a betting man, and I would gamble that he's not telling the truth. Why would the feds want to take him from under a life sentence plus 20 years for him to tell on some people that's already deceased? You know how many people would be out of prison right now if you could do that? 95% of people in prison, right, looking for a way out. 100% of them will definitely tell on somebody dead. You might got the 2-3% that don't want to snitch at all, but a majority of them will do it. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't looking at them no type of way if it was dead people. I don't understand how's that snitching. Why are y'all mad at him? It must be a little bit deeper than that. A little bit deeper than that. He probably told on some people that was living. And then you got to ask yourself, why he ain't upload the paperwork yet? If somebody says something bold about me, and I got a platform, I'm getting monetized for it, I'm going to pull out the paperwork and say, hey, that's not true. What he's saying is not true, just to make them look stupid. It don't make sense. You told on some dead people. How do you verify that they really did that? Unless you sent the hit and you said that you had the murder, you knew what type of weapon, knew what time it was, so on and so forth. But anybody could have told you that in the pen, like, hey, I murdered somebody this time, such and such, and then you go tell about the body. Don't make sense. Snitching on some dead people to get out of jail. I don't see the feds being like, you know what, we want closure for these victims' people, unless it's a law to say they got to do that for certain people, and he just happened to be one of them. It's a law. If it's a law to say, hey, every year you got to get 2,000 people to admit to unsolved homicides to give the victims' mothers and fathers and family closure, that could be possible. But I never heard of it. I'm making up excuses, just to not totally throw a guy in the bus or call him a snitch or something like that, which I really care. I ain't gonna call you a snitch. I understand you, homie. I ain't gonna lie. I would have did the same thing. I would have definitely told on some dead people. That was true. I definitely would have thought on some dead people. Without a doubt. Call me a snitch or whatever you want to. I probably would have told on somebody that was living. Hey, bro, look. Bossie say some of the most ignorant stuff, man. That's like he one ignorant guy. I love the way he speak up on certain things, though. I love how passionate he is about it. But he said on Vlad TV, you could have stuck in there doing life, man, and still being gangster. Sit back on the visits with your pride. Shut up, you stupid. I bet 20 years in, you would have told on somebody. 25 years in, man, you know how many people wishing and praying that they could come home? Stop promoting that to the kids, man. Go be gangster, sit up and do a whole bunch of prison time when you got a chance to come home. You want to be up there drinking spud juice with people 20, 30 years of your life, getting told when to go to bed? You're a child. In prison, you're a child. When the CO tell you got to go in your room, it could be for no reason. You got to go in your room. Another grown man telling another grown man, go in the room. And you got to do it. You got to. You got to do it. It's hot in this car. I didn't want to turn the AC on so y'all couldn't hear it, but god dang. But anyway, if y'all believe that and y'all respect that, shame on you. You a fool. I'd never go tell no man go sit up and do 20, 30 years or a natural life sentence to keep a gangster reputation that don't matter. You can't go get a job with that. You can't make millions off that, unless somebody wants your story. But it's a million gangsters out here. We got the biggest system of incarcerated people in America. I mean, in the world. We got the most incarcerated people. How many of them did you know that made millions off their story? Maybe not even 1% of the prison population. State and feds. Why would you ever promote staying gangster, this, and that. Or just like the thing with Flacco's son or his father or Queso, whoever it was that they got his father telling on him out there in Florida, Jacksonville. Homie, if I didn't have something to do with the situation and my son bring it to me and I don't have nothing to do with it, you're not about to decide my freedom. You're not about to say, hey, I'm about to go do 10 years with you. I ain't do that. But to holler at dog. I ain't about to sit and rot in prison for another man. A lot of these, it's a rapper image that you got to keep up. I understand that. Just like Cameron said, if a serial killer was living next door, he would just move. He wouldn't say nothing. You clown. That's one of the dumbest statements I ever heard. Somebody out here pillaging our women, children, or random weak victims or something like that, and you ain't going to say or do nothing. You would just move. It's your duty and obligation as a man, as a protector, as a human being, to not have people randomly victimized. These rappers, it's more and more clown stuff going on every day with these rappers, homie. More and more clown stuff every day. Bossie, you messed up on that one. I like a lot of the other stuff you done said. The way you feel, how passionate, how you articulate yourself. I like it, bro. Don't get it twisted. I ain't hating on Bossie Boo. Favorite album, one of my favorite albums is Incarcerated from him. I like him. I listen to his old stuff. He get money. He doing his thing. But he say some dumb stuff sometimes. It just be just dumb and ignorant, but you know, he got a rapper image to keep up, and he might really believe that, man. But when you ain't in that predicament, trust me, you can say anything. Anybody who ain't in your predicament can say they would have did this or they would have done that. If somebody pull a gun out on me, I ain't giving up my stuff. And then somebody pull a gun out on you, give it up. You can't say what you're doing to you in those positions. That's like I tell y'all, when y'all go to prison, or y'all hear these prison stories, gonna say I never did. Well, you got to get in that position to say that you never did it. You wouldn't really know. Telling on dead people, I don't think that's snitching. But I doubt that he just told on dead people. I doubt it. Highly doubt it. Peace.